We got the plans cause we are the Tech Shamans. We understand cause we are the Tech Shamans.
Dude, I got this cool thing to show you. Really, man? Yeah, it's far out and technical and stuff. Awesome, yeah.
Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans.
Cool.
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
Morning, everyone.
Good morning,
Welcome.
everybody. I know everyone's like, "Where's John?"
Yeah, where is he?
He's
He is
I know,
officially
here-
in the back.
Can we scare people?
Yes.
Scare people. Here we go.
I love it. Ready?
And look behind you.
And go. There we go. Oh my gosh. Look at that. It's like if he was really here live. Well, wait, he is, but not
magical.
really. So,
It's like TV magic. Not really.
oh my gosh.
So what I'm going to do is here we go. I'll put
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's better. I can.
So hey everybody! Oh my God! Get my picture off the back of that screen.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love that.
Scary.
Yeah.
Oh my God! The
What?
kids are
Look
screaming
at
right
that.
now.
That's great.
First of all, let's start off with the fact that last couple weeks we talked about the security issues with particular things and doorbells and everything like that. And who out of the most tech person we know bought one, right?
Of course, my stuff's locked down right now, so.
Now, the thing is, now I tease you, but the thing is that we had talked about, just to bring it around, we had talked about the different like electronic doorbells and everything that were connected to the internet, and you can see them on the apps, and what a train wreck that could be if you had them open and didn't. But Adam's such a tech guy; he can lock stuff down, so it's not like it's not like you and me at home. He's got all the stuff, so he's got this cool thing now that's all secure. And now I'm a little jealous, even though I was hammering
don't
it.
Be jealous now.
Don't be
Okay,
jealous.
all right.
Don't be that
Okay,
way.
good.
Don't be that guy.
I want to
be
see
that
no
guy.
one. See, but the thing is, no one comes to my house. That's my thing. It's like he has people come to his house because he lives in a nice neighborhood. Me, I'm in the ghetto. No one comes to my house.
You live in a ghetto?
Oh yeah, man. It's
the
like
ghetto.
Hudson.
Hey, I had a random package delivered to my house yesterday, so
see, there you go.
it would be nice to be able to see how they got
people
there.
that
so.
I had a random.
Yeah.
Say.
I had a random promo code dog.
had a random thing come to the house.
Yeah. No, so that's yeah. You've accomplished the internet. So, but yeah. So we're going to be talking about random stuff today. But one of the things that I wanted to get into a little bit was as an internet person. A while ago, when internet became big, before kind of Amazon blew up, in the '99 and things like this, when the things started with online ordering, that was the big deal, and so all these people got involved, and then Toys R Us decided that they were going to jump into the online ordering thing right at Christmas time, and it was an absolute disaster. It was of epic proportions. What's happened recently is the same thing is going on with Walmart and grocery delivery. One of the holy grail for most of us would be for us to get our products in Walmart. The margins are low, but everyone knows that, and everyone's going to make you rich. However, recently, one of their vendors, the delivery services that actually work with them for their groceries, told them to pound sand. And
really?
Yeah, they for all people, you have to be in a pretty bad shape to be able to just tell Walmart your contract's done with us. What had happened was Walmart has started they've seen Amazon do it successfully a little bit, and so Walmart started their grocery delivery stuff. But the people who are coming to get the groceries were waiting like 40 minutes, or the orders were consistently wrong like 30% of the time, and they were getting customer service. And unfortunately, the people who are handling the customer service were the delivery people instead of Walmart.
Oh,
and
wow.
so when they messed something up, those people were getting hammered and getting bad reviews and everything like that. And so it was a situation where they finally just told Walmart, bye. So I'm bringing up today, I want to talk a little bit about kind of the food delivery and grocery delivery and the technology behind it, because it's very future-paced, but it's not very good right now. And so it's almost like Uber or the Diner Dash and things like this. Uber's dialed, if we remember back a little bit, Uber as an app sucked when it came out.
Oh, it's horrible.
And now they've dialed it in and they've made it, they started out and they got some money behind them, so they actually started.
They invested in it.
That's where food delivery is right now with all these things. They're in the learning process. And for all the early adopter people who are like, this is awesome, I want food delivered. Well, it's a little painful. And so, I was doing some research, and back in 1915, food delivery was really the only thing. And it was, you filled out a form and sent it to the local, grocery store or whatever it was, and they sent you big bags of corn and stuff like this. And the only reason you had this stuff was delivered because you didn't have a big enough cart to be able to, put it in your cart. So that was the thing, and so food delivery was a thing back in 1915, and then in the 1920s, cash and carry stores like Publix today opened up and started a little bit, and they kind of revolutionized the world, and so you could go and get your stuff and leave with it, and you were on your way because it came in smaller containers. And today, we're kind of going full circle, but we're getting the grocery stuff as convenience rather than some of the other stuff, and so the delivery is kind of the Uber right now. Like I said, the problem is a little bit the experiencing the couple of models in grocery technology. Right now, there's you going into a store and using technology to enhance or theoretically speed up your grocery shopping experience. They've got self-checkout and things like this. And one of the things they're testing now is actually they're testing two things at Publix and Kroger. Carts, if I'm pushing my cart, I can scan stuff on my cart and throw it in the cart. And, and they learned early on that, there's a certain amount of people who are not going to want to scan everything, but they're still going to put it in the cart. But they're actually using a technology that kind of weighs the cart and figures out there's too much stuff in the cart for what you put in, And so that's one of the things. And then the other is RFID tags.
Right.
And so I take my cups or whatever it is, and I throw it in my cart, and it automatically registers what it is. And so that's the easy way of doing it. But the problem is that not every manufacturer right now is into the RFID thing because it costs them a little bit of money, and unless Walmart or Target or Amazon are really kind of the ones that are driving this, it's probably not going to happen yet. Once Walmart or Amazon or stuff says, we're doing it this way, and if you want to be in our stores, you got to do it this way too, everyone will be like, okay.
And it's really odd. This is a proven technology that just works.
It works really well. It's been around a long time.
So what's the cost of the stickers, though?
Oh, I mean, they put the stickers in. I mean, if you are manufacturing, if you're Nestle, they're like 100 of these things for a penny. However, the problem is that 100 of these things for a penny or whatever they cost. They ship it and whatever. Still, if you're doing 50 million boxes of cereal a year times, divided by 100 times a penny, it's a lot of pennies.
Yes.
And all these people are like, and a lot of these companies are actually saying, am I actually going to sell more of these things because I'm putting these stupid tags in? Maybe, but most of them are going, no, we're not. We're just going to have to do business. And that's why I think with the big stores, it's going to be, if you want to be in our stores at all, it's going to be the stick instead of the carrot.
Well, what do you think about when you go into Walmart now? Actually, Sam's Club started it.
Yeah.
And Walmart's coming on, but you just scan yourself. I love it, dude.
It was great.
Club, I'm in and out of Sam's Club in minutes.
I have to say,
ever sat in a line.
It's one of those type of things where there's two. It's a bipolar situation because you either love them, because I sometimes don't want to talk to people, and I love those self-checkout things because I can go, and then sometimes I want someone to wait on me. I want a human.
It's not like we didn't pay enough to get in there and buy all these groceries. Now we have to scan it ourselves.
Do you want to sit? No, no. It's not a scan. You don't get in line and scan. You barcode as you go.
Oh well.
Oh, that's the
That's called scan and go. Not to scan yourself.
That's great for us, but obviously not everybody in the world is doing it in the proper way. And vendors, they just they realize, hey, we're losing more money than it's giving for convenience.
And that's the kind of the AI shopping cart thing is that they It's like when the self checkout started, it was just like Uber. When self checkouts, when almost anything starts, it kind of sucks because they wouldn't scan properly, or they were trying to take the regular scanners the people were using in the stores. So they were taking the checkout people, and they were using the same scanners. And what they found was that when checkout people work at Target or whatever it is, they actually learn a way of scanning it, so it worked well. And then when they first started, they just like, wow, we'll just put those scanners in. You guys have not used the scan and go in. I have. I used it up in Brooksville. I love it. I love it. Not the scanners, but your phone.
No, the phone. They have another one that you can use the app. Yeah, but it's the same. It's pretty much the same situation.
And if you're worried about stealing with like you said, the RFID, because they're already in there.
Yeah.
So that's what keeps them from walking out the door. So when you scan it, once you pay for it, all that's deactivated. So if you try to steal and walk out, you're going to get caught.
It goes off. Yeah. Right? And that's the thing right now is there's a lot of that. How do you speed up that work? And like you said, I like stuff like that because I can walk out of Sam's in a heartbeat and I don't have to worry, or wherever it is. I want to get in there.
Smart shopping cart.
Yeah.
That reads RFID.
That is the smartest thing ever.
As you put the stuff in the cart,
it just reads
it automatically tallies up the cart.
And you walk out.
And if your phone, you launch the app and you got the cart, you put your cart number in, boom, you got your total. You can bill it out.
Yeah.
At least that'll satisfy both ends. That'll satisfy the consumer, and that'll make the vendors or the stores feel a little better knowing that the stuff was counted.
I'm not getting ripped off.
It was a 5-pound tub of hamburger, not a 3-pound that we scanned and put in a 5-pound.
Did you guys see my new mug?
No. I was at the Walking Dead. I'm so jealous. You went up to John went up to Atlanta to see all the cool Walking Dead stuff.
We did the Walking Dead tour. Anyway, so back to I don't know why they haven't come up with that technology years ago.
Well,
RFIDs have been out for what?
They have. They've tried it. It's one of those type of things where. It's like anything else. It's like Uber. When Uber came out, everyone was like, that sounds stupid. I'm just going to stick with the cab.
I love Uber.
But the people who started adopting it and using it were like, oh, it's a thing.
Wasn't the Amazon grocery stores is something that I heard about 2 years ago? That's what they were utilizing.
They're doing that right now. You're literally just putting stuff in your cart and walking out with it. And
and it's automatically billing your account.
But they use a much more sophisticated method. What these other stores like Kroger is testing, and even Walmart is testing, are these shopping carts that are kind of smart carts, as opposed to me picking up. I can pick up all this stuff, but they're using all these infrared scanners, and they're using eye tracking, and they're Amazon being a tech company is Amazon being a tech company with a grocery store. I've been in one of their test ones in California, and they if you take something off the shelf, it registers you as taking it off the shelf because it sees your ID number on your phone. And so by taking it off your shelf, you've essentially put that in your cart because it knows you did something. Now, what they were kind of saying is that if you take it off of one person and put it back in another person, it may not register. And so you better put it back in the same place and be Mr. I'm Johnny on the spot. But anyway, things like that, those are the technology that they're really looking for. But is it much more,
Hey.
over the course of a year, how much time do I save? Pretty good.
Not just time, but just think of the amount of time that stores would save in inventory. When they can just do, bring up their computer system and say, hey, we're going to do an inventory call right now, and in 5 minutes, they've inventoried the whole store. Boom, it's done.
Well, and the other part of it is with the online ordering. I don't know if you've ever been on one of these apps. Yeah. I don't know if you've ever been on like Publix shopping app and stuff. Oh yeah. Totally.
That's the selling point. That's what you have to do. They don't care about the end point.
Yeah, they care about how much
they don't care about the customer. Yeah. They care about the savings. Look, everything's inventoried, everything's there, which trackable, and just think of the amount of hours you're saving not having to have manual people sitting there counting one by one everything.
Also, one of the things that RFID tags allow manufacturers to do and interface with the grocery stores is I have an expiration date on this thing.
Oh, perfect.
So what it means is that if I have a box of cereal that's going to expire in 2 weeks, I know in my store, I don't even have to mess with that. I know at the store level, I can put that on sale. And I can, if it's 3 weeks out, and I know I have 6 of those to be on sale. And until someone hits the shopping cart for delivery or something, I can sell those at half price. And they're still on the shelf. I didn't have to go do anything.
Yeah, it didn't take any manpower.
Those are the type of things that you could lift profit by X%. And, and grocery stores work on such horrible margins in the first place. They're at like single-digit percentages. And if you can tweak those a little bit, that's why they love inventory control and stuff like that. But then there's the second thing, which is delivery. And it's the holy grail of food stuff because I like delivery. I like my pizza delivered, and I like everything else. Why not do my groceries?
Hey, you know what Ann Miles says?
Huh?
Nice bug.
Oh, yeah. See? There you go.
Was she talking about your cup?
Yep.
Yeah. That's the only thing. I love that.
Sorry.
He didn't bring us one.
I noticed.
Yeah.
Mama Tech bought this for me.
Oh, okay.
You know how much this freaking thing was?
I'm sure that was like $25 or $30.
Try a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
Really?
There you go.
It's like $50.
Dang.
Was that per picture?
But it's the only one. You can only get it there.
Oh, okay. Then
that's what's kind of cool.
Okay. That's cool. That is cool. I'm a sucker for like the limited edition stuff. And
hopefully we don't see that on eBay soon.
Yeah. No,
Limited edition.
Yeah, limited edition
mug.
Yeah, $95.
$95.
Going back up, honey.
Oh yeah, but for like delivery, that's kind of the thing right now is if I'm in an urban area and stuff like that, I like delivery because that's been a thing in New York and stuff a long time.
It's just
but the thing is right now though, it's in the early stages, and I think people need to understand that because I do, but it's still annoying that when you go onto some of these shopping engines like Publix, and I won't throw Publix under the bus, but because they're pretty good, but there are a couple of them that are horrible. And so if I want to try and figure out what I need to make for my lists for the week, you have to kind of plan your meals and have this stuff involved and be able to kind of figure out what you are going to be buying as opposed to wandering up and down the aisles going, oh, I like this. And grocery stores, to be honest with you, I've talked to a number of marketing folks that work for the grocery stores, and they like the fact that people wander up and down the aisles because you see stuff. I just bought a bag of cookies that I shouldn't have bought yesterday because it was like 50% off. And I was like, oh, I don't need those at all, but I'm certainly going to eat them. And so, but they like the fact that we wander up and down. And also manufacturers rely heavily on buying shelf space for us to wander up and down and see the stuff and see the promos and see the big Bud Light displays and everything. But some of those things can be easily replicated online.
Yeah, but okay, so the very thing that Google shut down on all those people and now is doing it primarily on their own.
Yes.
If you walk in and you pop up your app, so like when I walk into Sam's Club and I like scan and go, I get immediate notifications of what's in that store's on sale.
Totally.
So I don't have to worry about wandering around. It just hits me automatically.
Yeah, you do know it.
If you get Publix, would do the same thing. If Publix would, you go in, you get the Publix app, you go in, you put your phone in the little holder in your cart.
Yeah, and
the cart's going to start saying, "Hey, by the way, this is on sale, and buy one, and this is a BOGO."
Exactly.
Right on the phone while you're.
You're welcome, Publix.
Yeah, exactly.
You're welcome.
Nice.
You can have that one for free.
Come on, guys.
Well,
pay attention to us here.
That's why we're the Tech Shamans,
Yeah.
for God's sake. We know this stuff.
Exactly. Well, even what Kroger and even Walmart are testing right now is that, like I said before, the delivery stuff has kind of been a little bit of a hassle because people are involved. Mm-hmm. They're trying to do robots and just robot pickers. So you're going to have what looks like a store, but it's really a mini hub. It's like a hyper local distribution hub, and you're going to order online and. These robots are just going to go and get all your food. The people are going to pull your produce. They're going to put it into bags and put it in delivery cars, and they're out. And that's what they're trying to do, is use those type of things. But it's the egg and chicken thing is before they invest $40 million in each store. And they need to be able to know that they're going to get that back at some point, and so...
It's like trying to deliver with drones. Yeah. I need my whole shopping cart. I mean, I'll take like 1 or 2 shopping carts at a time. They got to deliver it in a helicopter or something.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not going to just...
Yeah. I want my weight room set delivered by the drone immediately.
I want it here now.
Yeah. I love drone delivery. Like the theory of that, it's like so future cool,
it's cool in theory, but
that's
how
the
much
thing.
weight can they really handle? I mean,
well, and also
some of them big drones can handle 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Wow.
They can handle pretty. The biggest thing is there's still
Liability
people
for dropping
involved.
out on
Yeah,
someone's
exactly.
head.
I know that's going to be the. I want to be the insurance carrier for those guys.
yes, we have drone insurance.
Yeah. But they're that's their holy grail of the online shopping tech. I was at one of the conferences and they were talking about that they want to be able to have robots pick your stuff and then go into automated cars and then deliver them to your house. And that's the big thing. But what's different now than 1915 was there's no one still to unload junk from that and bring it to your house.
Yeah.
They call it the 30-foot problem, is that if you're a delivery service in downtown New York or Chicago, you pull up in your delivery vehicle, block the street, or try and find a place to park, and then you need to have either that person willing to come down and get it at whatever time you're at, or they need to get out of their car and someone needs to deliver all this stuff up to your door. And so far, the delivery people are like, nope, we're just delivering to your house. We'll honk our horn or put the app thing, and you have to come out and get all your stuff. And I'm like, I want you to put stuff away in my cabinets. I'll just sit and tell you where to go. In my RFID tags, you should tell. Here's where the cabinet goes. That's what I want. But
well, that would be nice. But
I know exactly. In 2066, when I'm 200 years old, But
my box of cornflakes told me that I'm 3/4 full and I need to get ready to order a new one in 2 weeks.
It's just like the discussions we've been having about the refrigerators and stuff with the cameras in them, and like I want to see what's in my thing and what do I order. But yeah, that was my rant for today on the kind of the food delivery stuff, because the technology may, we're going to see something in the future with it. I think that the one thing that we will see is it's going to be a thing. There's going to be certain people it's better for. The retail store of me wandering around in Publix is never going to go away because they still rely on me to go and get water and toilet paper and then walk out with $65 worth of stuff that I wasn't planning on buying.
That's why every trip to Walmart is a $100 bill.
Exactly, and that's my
exactly.
That's how I work stuff.
Going to Walmart.
But I have to say, okay, so I got lazy Tuesday night.
Okay.
Long night. Well, Monday I wasn't here.
Yeah.
We drove in. Tuesday we had to catch up on everything. So
you worked all day. Yeah.
Tampa and whole 9 yards. Got back, and normally normally it's an easy day, but I hurt my back coming back from Tampa, and I got back, and the first time I've used at the house, it's the first time I've used Uber Eats.
Oh, how'd that go?
Dude, I'm telling you, we ordered from let me see, we ordered from Zaxby's.
Okay.
And I have two, one kid and one. He feels like my kid were sick, So they were asleep when we ordered, and so I ordered our food, and it showed up in like 20 minutes. It was awesome. They're right down the street, so it wasn't a big deal. And then the next two woke up and going, "Oh, where'd you get all that?" I'm like, "Okay, fine." I went back. So I Ubered Eats twice.
Oh, cool.
And both times, I mean, it came in. I loved it. Now, you can give a tip, but you're always not sure if they're going to get that tip or not.
Yeah.
So I just make sure you tip your Uber people.
Yeah, definitely.
I do. That is a big deal.
That's changed because you can tip Uber drivers now too. That's a big deal.
Yeah. I mean, because before they weren't.
Yeah.
They weren't getting it. But I'll tell you what, man. Then they showed up. Food was nice and hot, and they were polite, and they looked pretty clean, and they didn't look like they were crack people. So
that's the thing about
you always wonder if they're messing with your food, man.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there are two types of Uber drivers right now that have really been fragmented, which are the people who like to drive people around and the people who don't. And all you can do is, if you want to just do Uber Eats, you just do Uber Eats. And
there's what Uber Eats. There's two other companies, DoorDash, and then another one. My sister does two different ones, DoorDash and something.
Oh, okay.
The other one, and she does pretty well for herself. It's really surprising how you can run a nice little business delivering people's food. So.
Oh yeah, I mean hey, there are many nights where I'm either too busy or doing something, or I don't feel like putting pants on. Whatever it is, I want to go.
When you're
ahead
sitting at home,
so when they show up, you walk in and your pantless going, "Thank you for the food."
Yeah, it speeds the transaction. Really.
When when you're at home and
they don't hang around and talk very much when you don't have pants on.
Like, "Oh, hey, bye." Thanks.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the tip. Bye.
Yeah. It's kind of like, when you're sitting at home and you're wishing you had Carrabba's, and, Carrabba's is not that
Exactly. And they do, which is freaking awesome. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know.
But the technology is so different, and because you can go. That's the amusing part. Used to be, you could go online and it was a big deal on your phone getting a menu online. It's like, I wonder if they will, I wonder if they will have anything I'll like.
Right.
Because you wanted to try a new place. Now you can get a menu and you know how much stuff is. And that's, 10 years ago, that wasn't a thing. Right. Now it's expected. It's like you're always met. That's where technology makes us angry, because it's now. 10 years ago, you wouldn't have had. We'll walk in and we'll look, and if we don't like it, we'll walk out. Now today it's like you're offended if they don't have their update your thing online.
Or what if they're a small business and the owners decide to go on vacation but failed to update their online hours?
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh forbid.
Yeah.
It's the end of the world.
It is. It's like, oh my.
If my favorite bar is closed on Tuesday, I'm mad because they didn't tell me. Yeah, exactly.
But remember, that's not the way it was back in the day.
Oh yeah.
And you know what? Sometimes we just need to take things with a grain of salt.
Yeah, and now what I find funny is that a lot of stores and things like this, just because of Google Local, is so many people will go and they'll check your store out, or they'll check your restaurant out even before they get there. They'll click on the map and they'll zoom in and look and see what your front of your restaurant looks like and see if it's any good, if it looks sketchy or not. I think it's amusing because it's like I always tell people, I said, a lot of times I said, I tell my clients, I said, you just lost a customer today, but you don't know who it is because they never even interacted with you.
Exactly.
And you can't ever tell if it's on the internet.
It's like those people that put flash video on their website.
It's like when you're getting ready to go on vacation, you're going somewhere or out of state or something, and you kind of research the area you're going to.
Yeah.
Now you got Street View and you're going around. You've already been on vacation by the time you go on vacation.
Oh yeah.
You're like, this is the show. I saw this place. I know exactly where we're at.
Yeah, that's one of my problems is I'll spend 3 hours before I go somewhere and go okay, I can go around the corner and get some, I'm like, oh, great.
Dude, now all these people sitting there want to take you around and be like, no, let me show you where to go.
Why don't we go to the bar on the left? Yeah. But I love, I have not used Uber Eats, and I keep trying to come up with reasons to use it. And
I've used DoorDash.
Okay.
I've used, what's the other one? Yeah, obviously I don't like it, but I've used Uber Eats more than anybody.
Were the apps different, or what was the experience
the same.
different? Okay, so it was just like, I want this, I'm going to click on this, you're going to bring it to me after I pay for it. And,
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's the way it works. And I'm telling you, they did a good job. I mean, they were there, they were quick. I use it here in the studio because a lot of time I get into an edit where I can't leave.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm doing, I've got 3 machines running plus our live machine, so someone's kind of going to always babysit. And so I'll just go on my app, or I'll go on the computer and use Uber Eats there. I'm not, and Uber, by the way, Uber Eats is not paying us to talk about this. So
Yeah,
I just want
exactly.
everybody to think, oh, well, they're just. No.
Yeah, I wish they were. However,
as a matter of fact, if you've got comments or you got questions, you can actually email us at techshamans@webeamtv.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
John's just really hungry.
On the
I am hungry. I was hoping maybe talking to everybody going to breakfast after this, but anyway.
Yeah. Do they give you a countdown like they do on the drivers?
Dude,
It's like 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
No, it tracks.
Oh, that's so cool.
You literally get to see making my food. It just got to the delivery person out on thing, and then
I love
bathroom
that.
break before it comes to the house.
My girlfriend makes fun of me because if I order a pizza, I use that like the tracking thing, and if it's supposed to be there at like 6:22, I'm standing by the door because I want hot pizza, or I'm starving, or I'm intoxicated. I don't know, but it's so one or the other. But I'm like, I want my pizza, and the guy's like surprised that I slam open the door in his face,
and he's standing there.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for him to start delivering booze.
Who is that? Who is doing it? Wasn't it Domino's? I think it was Domino's.
It's Domino's, or one of them will deliver Bud Light.
Beer.
Budweiser.
That means the driver's got to be old enough to go buy it.
Yeah, and they have to be licensed to be able to drive it or something like that. There's some extra stuff to it, but. Yeah, I think that's not a bad.
But I mean, it is good. I mean, I have tried the other ones. I just don't. I'm not
it is Domino's. It is Domino's.
Oh, cool.
That's pretty snazzy.
I know Publix delivers.
Yeah.
Because we've used them before too. I got in the middle of I forgot to get food for because different nights we all take turns cooking.
Yeah.
And I'm in the middle of a project, and it was a weekend, and I'm like, oh my God, and no one's at the house. I don't have anybody go, hey, can you run down to the store?
Right.
So I literally jumped on the Publix app while I'm working. I've got what was it? I was taking the dishwasher apart because it was time to clean it. It was a leak. And I'm up to my elbows, and I'm like, oh my God, I need to get food here. So I literally went on to Publix app, and I ordered a whole bunch of food that we needed anyway. And then it was like a $20 or something like that fee to deliver.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of food. I mean, it was like $200 worth of food. And they showed up, boom, there it is.
That's the thing is it's one of those type of things where I think that as we get into the swing of things, or as you saw that it worked, and it saved your butt, you're much more likely to use it. I think that a lot of these things are going to be a convenience or a need to purchase. Like you said, I don't have the car, or the kids borrow the car or something, and I can't get out of the house, so I'm going to have it delivered. And then you see how easy it is, and it worked. There's your trial.
I think what's really got to happen though is they need to come in line and figure out their pricing models.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest drawback right now on some of them. I don't want to subscribe to something.
No.
To like food delivery. If I like the place that I'm buying the food from, and I'm going to have it delivered, I'm going to have it delivered because I have a need, because I'm going to need to eat.
Right.
I mean, so it's inevitable. So figure out your pricing scheme so that way it's added into the price of when you bill out.
I'm not sure I would want them picking out my meat either.
True.
Right.
There's certain things. I'm not going to have them, because to get a nice steak or to get a nice roast. No, seriously. The marbling's a big deal.
I know.
So it's like, I don't want some person that's never, what if you get a vegetarian or a vegan? They don't care. Here's meat.
I refuse to pick up your meat, but I did bring you this great tofu steak.
Yeah, exactly. Delicious.
So,
This tastes much better.
Welcome to the world of...
No, I think that's good. I think that's good. And as we get into having more and more technology in our homes and small businesses and things like that, those are the type of things that are time savers.
Yeah.
It's half of my business is not people going, oh gosh, this is awesome. They're just going, oh gosh, this saved me 3 hours out of my week. Now I can go, bill that in income.
Right.
And so, it's like those type of things, like you said, you're on a deadline or something like this, you can still eat, as opposed to leaving, you're leaving money on the table when you leave the office. So,
right.
And
when you're a small office, stuff like this is.
Oh, it's
great.
you. Yeah.
I'm waiting to see how long it takes Walmart to get into the delivery side.
Well, they have been. That's the thing is they've gotten their food delivery. The people told them to go die. That was the problem.
Well, I think they relied on a third party, and
they relied on a third party.
They're too big to rely on really third parties.
Well, and the other problem is the logistics. They're still trying to figure out logistics, and it's.
Well, I don't know. Have you been to Walmart lately? When the pickers are in the way now.
Yeah, that's
another thing too. You get in there and you can't get it because there's like 5 or 6 pickers in each. I'm like, good Lord, get out of my way.
Yeah,
you can't get around.
Well, and they're always in a hurry and stuff. Now, I have used their ordering system not for food, but for the other technology. I needed a couple things from Walmart, and they offered free next day shipping and stuff. And so I ordered them, and you go in, and there's this huge monstrosity of these big boxes and the Tower of Terror. And you go in, but basically you have your phone and you scan your phone order thing and it unlocks a locker. Right? Yeah. And I don't have to deal with a human at all. I just went and got it. And, it's one of those things I had to drive a few minutes, but I needed that thing. It's like John today. John was dealing with the UPS issue, and he didn't get his stuff delivered. I went and got my stuff at the Walmart, and it came. And
Walmart had it. Just saying.
Yeah, no, it's true. That's the thing. It's one of those type of things where it got shipped from a hub or something. Actually, one of the ones I needed for a camera part was I drove into Tampa, and I needed that part like in 3 hours, and. Because
but it works.
It worked. That's the thing. I go back to the first time you use it is maybe because you have to, or not have to, but it's like I'm starving and I can't leave here, or whatever it is, or I need this thing now. Here's the 14 ways I'm going to go and try and get it. But then I see how easy it is, and I'm like, I'd use them again. If I'm going to go.
Well, I've done it. I've done it where like I ordered ink and I ordered some stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then now, if you order food, it's a different delivery side.
It is. That's what they've run into problems with.
They do your stuff, and then it's in the middle of the store typically. But we're the one where we're at. And then if you do food, you go over to the side, you pull up, and then you tell them the spot you're in, they bring it all out to you.
Yeah.
So.
But do they put it in the car?
And they will help you load.
Yeah, they will. They'll do it if you tell them. I mean, that's the nice thing about, like, instead of robots or whatever. The nice thing about it is you will have people who will help you.
Hey, if anybody's got any comments about all this stuff, put them over in the chat room, and we'll throw them up there on Facebook.
Or questions about different stuff.
We're trying to be snazzy, like going to use stuff like this. So hey, look at there, nice mug is what Ann said.
Great.
But anyway, just saying. you
have new toys that are on sale and everything else, and you can.
Hey, do you deliver, Adam?
I'm sure he will.
I think I'm going to have an app built for that.
Yeah.
But we can come directly to your home and provide our services.
Yeah,
that's correct.
Or business.
What's going on in the world? What's going on in the computer world?
Well, I do.
Good.
Excuse me, I apologize. I do know Dell on the 18th of this month has a really awesome deal going on their PowerEdge T30 mini tower server.
But don't go and buy one until I do. So
yes, don't buy it right now because we have to get it first.
Yeah.
Because it's
we'll review it.
Really great price.
Yeah.
How much?
Well, right now they have a doorbuster going on the 18th at 11 a.m. Eastern, and the server normally retailed at, they've been running this server for a few years now.
Right.
But right now they're crossing it off at $807 is the original price. They're doing it for $299.
What?
Yeah.
And it's a great basic file server. You can beef it up and do a few other things with it, but
it's a file server. Yeah.
Well, you can do whatever you'd like.
How large of a?
It's a mini tower, so it's not too bad. It's very quiet. I've installed a couple of them in some businesses. It is running DDR4, has 8 gigs of DDR4 on its base model. It's running an Intel Xenon.
Sherry Brink's watching. Thanks, Sherry.
Nice. Could be good for mail.
Yeah. It's running a Xenon.
Do you really need a mail server now?
Not anymore.
No. It'd be more like for photos and images. And
That's why I'm going to get
Too much.
Yeah.
There's too much liability with running in-house mail servers now and stuff like that. I mean,
Right.
they were great back in the day, when you could lock down your stuff and do what you needed to do. But now there's HIPAA compliance and all this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you just don't want to deal. You don't want to deal with any of that.
I'm gonna pick one up and use it for some of the video and photo storage and getting it
Well,
on.
being a mini tower, you're gonna have to put all SSDs in there, aren't you?
It does have a lot of storage space. It does come configured with a 1 terabyte standard spinner, 8 gigs of DDR4, and Intel Xenon E1225 processor, which it's great for what it is. You can make a nice Linux LAMP server. Nobody knows what that is. Basically it's just a server for hosting web apps or website or whatever you'd like to do, but you can do so much more with it. You can run a Windows file share. You can put Samba server on there. You can do all sorts of fun stuff. You run Windows, server.
Yeah.
Basic on there. You can do all sorts of great stuff.
That would be
for $299. That's cheaper than getting some of your basic home desktop towers.
Even on that, there's a couple of things we could do on my end, which is you could run environments that are different for testing websites and stuff like that. That's
this is great. This is great. And even if you don't want to do something like that, or you feel kind of odd doing it, I know a great company too. It's they're called VPS Dime. I just use it, so I know about it. So I'm not like giving any plugs.
What does VPS Dime do?
VPS Dime allows you to create what they call a virtual server, virtual private server, and for $7 per month, you can spin up different versions of Linux operating systems. They have totally different distributions that you can load in, and basic model comes with a quad-core virtual CPU, 6 gigs of RAM, and a 30 gigs SSD storage. With
how much storage space?
30 gigs solid state. You can add additional storage, or you can also do offload. Yeah. Right. This is their memory. You can do. It comes with 2 terabytes of traffic, a static IP, a 10 gig uplink. If you're doing testing and stuff for custom web apps, things like that, and you need something to spin up really fast, let me tell you, this thing is faster than my in-house server.
Really?
Which is odd, and I can get some of my web apps to work so much faster on than my in-house server, which is crazy, but hey, it is what it is. But it's awesome, so I like doing it. And the fact of for $7, I mean, come on, you're going to spend more than that running your server, turning it on, and running your electricity bill at your store or business for that matter. So if you know anything about the server technology or building your own apps and stuff, this is a great way to play around, build it, destroy it, build it again.
You could just take stuff apart and you turn it off and reset it.
And it takes no time at all to spin up the new install. It's like you destroy it and you click of a button, boom, you're done. You got a new operating system.
Start over again.
And you can start over. So if you break it, you can fix it, break it again, and fix it again, and just keep doing that.
Nice.
And learn.
I have random. I don't know who's watching right now. However, are there any home applications that you could use this for?
Yes, you can use it as a photo sharing. You can use it to store all your photos.
You can put all your stuff. If you don't want to put all your stuff on the cloud,
right? Yeah. If you don't want to put your stuff on the cloud, you can get your either your home server, which would probably be better for you. But set yourself up a little home server, store all your.
Put
photos
all my
there.
Videos that I get.
Put all your videos. Yeah.
All those private videos.
Yeah, exactly.
You can stream them to your TVs and devices in the house.
I could finally put all those dirty DVDs on a server.
Your own internal server.
There we go.
It's my own private collection.
So what is the $299? What does it come with again?
It's a quad-core Xenon processor.
All right.
We have 8 gigs of RAM, DDR4, ECC, 1 terabyte drive.
Oh, terabyte, okay.
Solid, regular spinner, I apologize. 7,200 RPM, which is nice. They didn't dump a 5,400 in there and say, hey, have a great day.
Cheap.
So it's great. It doesn't come with an operating system. All right, that's where they're getting the price point.
$80 more.
But, hey, it does have a DVD drive, okay, John? It does have a DVD.
Wow.
It's a slimline.
Yeah, but without an operating system, it doesn't mean
You
anything.
can put Linux on it.
You can put Linux on it. You can put Ubuntu server on there. I mean, you can put Windows on it.
So you're telling me,
yeah.
Adam, that people can buy this, give it to you, and you can actually put a semi-operating system on there so they can do simple stuff.
We could install Windows on it if they'd like. Use it as a regular computer if they wanted to. We could put
But
in
it's not
Windows.
a typical motherboard, though, is it?
It is.
So it has audio out. And
Oh
blah,
yeah,
blah, blah?
yeah.
It'll do all the stuff.
It has all the same stuff.
So that would be that. So that would be kind of cool to So if you have an in-house stereo system like my house comes. Okay, when they
Great
built,
music server.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, this
when
would be
they
awesome.
built this house, my house, they put speakers in every room.
Wow.
That is so awesome.
See, you
I
could.
literally can. I'm buying. I found a push button, selector.
Yeah.
That you can do all or just one, whatever room, and then play music all throughout the house.
See, there you go. I could drive everyone nuts with my
Exactly.
music.
Or I could just wake everybody up, going, "Hey, it's time to get up, everybody."
Love it. Yeah.
I'm up. You're up.
Yeah.
Remember the old rule?
Yes.
If I'm up. You're up.
I love that.
I think it does have HDMI and DisplayPort.
Okay.
Really?
Oh, so you could. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty good. You guys could set someone up with whatever they wanted to do with it. You could probably configure it so it was that way, and then load whatever software
we could load
figure out.
Ubuntu server in there,
Could
set
you
up a
have
LAMP
it talk
server.
to Alexa or Google Home?
You could, if you entered in different apps, you should be able to get it to start communicating. As a matter of fact, you can do.
I wonder if you can make Alexa or Google Home control it.
Well, you can install. What is the? I'm thinking the.
See, our systems guy's not here. This is what happens.
Yeah. Well, we're missing
know,
a system. We got a
Rusty.
system link.
The answer is yes, but I don't.
It
remember
is
the way
yes,
that, yeah.
but
I think
As we-
so. Oh, yep.
as for me, when I build something and do something and know how to do it, then it's like, out of sight, out of mind. I'm done. I've done it.
Yep.
It works.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next greatest thing.
Yeah.
As for a system guy, he would just be, well, now we'll take this same thing and make it do this and this and this.
For me, what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to get one, and then I'm going to put I'm going to add a bunch of RAID arrays to it, which are a bunch of storage pieces, and then I'm going to build a web app that I can go through and look at all the pictures and scan things very quickly, because most of the applications right now, even from Adobe, generally suck at giving you thumbnails and stuff that you can look at these files quickly. And so that's an easy way of doing it. And so for $2.99, I can make that work.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I says, it's a great price point. And God, what is that?
Yeah, it'd be
now
really-
now it's on my mind,
Yeah,
and it's
see?
killing me.
See what I do to people?
One of the things is at some point in the near future, we're going to be coming up with some workshops and stuff like this, and it may be that we start soliciting you guys to go, okay, well, what do you want to do? Like if we had enough people that said, yeah, I'm going to buy this, we could have you guys come in and configure it in a workshop,
Yes.
something like that.
Yeah, this is what I wanted to do,
yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Here's what I wanted to do. You pay us for the afternoon, and we'll sit around and figure out how to do it with you, and then you leave with a working thing.
A working thing.
Well, I've had many a thing that I purchased and had an idea to do something with, not necessarily computer-wise, but other than computer, like car or whatever it is, and I've gone, I'm going to buy that, and I'm going to figure out how to make it work. And a lot of times I've thrown things away because I wasn't able to make them work or do what what I wanted them to. And that's the nice thing. If I had been able to drive my car in and install that thing with people who really knew what they were doing, would have been really cool. And I could have saved a lot of time and money and aggravation by having people to help me, as opposed to just paying people to do it. Because I wanted to be cheap, and not go in and do it, but I want to get it myself and do it, and I was super excited, and then I screwed it up. And so there was several car things. So we won't say which ones because no one knows about those that I bought them, so I won't get in trouble. And so
if you're afraid of the cloud,
yeah,
and you kind of have your reservations about sticking everything that's important to you up there,
yeah,
this is a perfect product to.
Hey, hey, give it to Big Brother. He needs it.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. That's a great idea.
He doesn't have enough of dirty DVDs.
And if you feel like the cloud is the way to go, just remember all these genealogy sites.
Oh yeah,
as they're slowly releasing the DNA records that they have and giving it over to the FBI and then everybody else. Just remember, when you put your stuff up there, you don't really technically own it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's what they don't tell you in those the rules and regulations
Right.
that you sign your life away. Is and by the way.
Yeah, if you put your stuff up on iTunes and they delete it, that's not their problem.
That's correct.
Oh, we see that this is outdated, so we're going to delete this.
And which they've done.
Yeah. Oh.
I've loaded my own list, and sometimes they disappear. Thank God I back everything up. But I'm like,
same
where
here.
did the music go?
Yeah, I had a bunch of that happen when they had the initial iPods and the first uploading services. They were like, "Oh, this is a duplicate of this. You don't need it." I'm like, "No, that was live Jimi Hendrix. Are you kidding me?" Yeah.
What's wrong with you, moron?
Yeah.
It sounded the same though.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Algorithms don't always work.
No.
Yeah. Exactly.
Just saying. But anyway.
So
So you got to get any more tech stuff there, Mr. Computer Guy.
Well, right now everything seems to be a little quiet. Waiting on some new.
How's
new
your ring
technology.
working out?
My ring is working very well right now.
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
Yeah. So you
And,
like it?
I like it. It's it gives you a little bit of make you feel a little at ease, kind of
you
to
kinda
be able
know
to
what's
see what's
going
going on out front of the house.
So it makes you feel better that you can actually watch them break into your house now.
Yes,
Just breaking
yes.
into the house.
Yeah.
I could scream, "Get out!"
Yeah.
and
Makes you feel a little
it
bit
feels
better,
a little
right?
better.
Yeah.
At least I'm not home and not dealing with it.
Yeah.
So.
I said that to a guy the other day. He goes, I got cameras everywhere. So that's great. But so what happens while they're taking your stuff?
well, they're attached to flamethrowers, so
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they got mini drones in here with me.
yeah, they have poison darts. Yeah.
We have a little device that trips them up.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I just bought a dog. It's
Yeah.
just easier.
That's my thing is that my ring
Put the sign
would
up there.
watch the dogs eat them up, and
Yeah.
so
Well, the cool thing is I had to replace the doorbell anyways because it was
see.
kind of looking funky.
why not?
Looking
Yeah.
like it was
So
getting
what
ready
the
to melt.
ring cost you?
$169 for the ring 2, and I have it hardwired, so it also keeps the battery in
Oh,
the
that's
unit
good.
charged,
Yeah. So you don't
so I
have to
don't
mess
have to
with it.
keep
So you plugged it. You put it into your
doorbell.
doorbell. The power. It's
The
already-
power, yeah. So it's maintaining.
It's made
Yeah.
to that. You didn't have to put a
No.
resistor or anything like
That's
that.
cool.
No, the resistor is only if you have a digital doorbell. They do have a resistor if you have a digital doorbell.
Oh.
But if you have the old standard doorbell,
school.
and it rings my doorbell just like my
Hey,
regular
that's good.
doorbell button did. So
Nice.
it works perfect the same, except for I have a few extra features that
So do you have to clean the lens off every time somebody touches it to ring the doorbell?
No, I'm waiting for the guy to come by my house and lick my doorbell.
Oh, that's.
Oh yeah, that yeah.
That
So-
dude's weird, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to find. Hoping he comes by. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lace my doorbell.
My
Go
doorbell-
ahead and lick it.
Yeah, my doorbell's cyanide flavored. Yeah.
This-
Funny.
and it's funny. They got this cool feature on it that you can check because they have called the Ring Neighborhood.
Yeah.
So you can see all the different people that have the Ring doorbell in your neighborhood.
It's kind of cool.
And what it is people upload weird information that so if they saw somebody
Oh.
in the neighborhood
Guy
doing
in
something
red sweater
weird,
is
and nice mug. So if
Hold on, I got another one for you. Lots of notification day on from the ring.
oh yeah.
Yes.
Your wife's letting you know. Good
So,
looking.
so the cool thing is you get to see all the different things happening, and it's around the neighborhood. So if somebody's snooping around and going door to door, and somebody say, "Hey, this weird person just came by my house or stealing
Mine too.
stealing packages,"
Which is an interesting thing because if you, for instance, called the police and some guy was sketchy and he said, "Well, I was lost," or whatever it is. Well, you went to 13 houses looking in
But
the
you were lost.
Yeah, you were a little lost.
Yes, and as a matter of fact, the one of them I was watching was a lady who was complaining. Some guy came to her house at 1:30 in the morning.
Whoa.
rang her doorbell, stood out there, and she has it all on video. They upload the videos.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, oh, I'm broke down off of 50. She says, do you know how far 50 is from my house, and how many houses and businesses that you could have stopped and used their telephone?
Yeah.
Can I use your phone? No.
No, I'm going to set you on
ringing my
fire.
bell at 1:30 and the whole conversation's all recorded. The whole thing. She says, you need to get out of here right now before I call the police.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, maybe they'll give me a ride.
Good.
But then, of course, he turned around and quickly took off.
Yeah.
But
They will
you know,
give you a ride, all right.
Yeah.
It's in the back.
So
one way too.
There's those scenarios that you don't really see that are happening especially in the middle of the night.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know. And I watched the different areas in the neighborhood. There's a lot of weird things that I mean, we're all sleeping. We don't know.
Yeah.
So
It's my bliss.
you're sitting here seeing random people come into your house.
Oh, yeah.
At 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, just standing out front of your house and not doing anything. Just got their arms crossed because they're, been drinking all night and they think they're at the right house. And I don't know. It's just odd. So.
Yeah.
Gotta love those kind of people, right?
See, there you go.
Yeah, that's me actually. Should I burn this house down or should I let them live?
I like it.
That's what they're thinking. I mean, seriously, if you're out 4 o'clock in the morning looking staring at a house, you're not thinking of good things. You're going,
Yeah.
maybe I could burn this house down and not get caught.
Yeah. Exactly.
That guy yelled at me the other day.
Yeah.
I don't like him.
It's like Chris Rock said. He goes, if you go to a ATM after 3 in the morning, the ATM should just pop up and go, come on, man, really?
Really?
Up.
Yeah.
She said no.
Yeah.
Find her more drinks.
Come
ain't gonna
on,
help.
go home. That's like the doorbells. And you should be able to set your doorbell for like an automatic response. Anything after 1 o'clock in the morning, if they ring the doorbell, it's like, get out of here.
I'm getting ready to tie my ring into my Alexa, but I'm waiting for. Right now, I have the where I'm on the early versions of iOS.
Oh, okay.
So obviously, my Alexa app's not working, keeps crashing because they haven't updated the app to support. 12.2.2.
In the last 30 seconds we got,
All right.
I'm just going to give a shout out to one thing.
Good.
Do you guys use Waze for travel?
Yes.
Best
Not
app
yet.
I have ever used.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got.
It told me where cops were. Not that I'm speeding, but they told me where the police are. It told me where broken down cars are.
Yeah.
It gave me rerouting instructions.
Yeah,
little ads
it's
come
better
up
than
every now and then.
Google Maps can do some stuff, but it's a really good app.
Yeah.
It's so much better, so much more
We
granular.
used it going up there because we were going to the Walking Dead thing, and absolutely amazing. With that being said, everybody,
Great.
we have got to go. Again, one more time, if you want to email us, it's at techshamans@webeamtv.com, and we will see everybody on Monday, and hopefully everybody will be back and safe. All righty?
Super.
All right, have a
Thanks.
great
Hey, everybody.
We got the plans 'cause we are the Tech Shamans. We understand 'cause we are the Tech Shamans.
Dude, I got this cool thing to show you. Really, man? Yeah, it's far out and technical and stuff. Awesome. Yeah.
Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans.
Cool.